So when it comes to cars, the thing that we've got to think about is a car gets you from where you are to your destination. So to me, it's sort of a play on words. It's like it's your destiny. It's that thing that God's calling you to do in your life. Now, does a car just mean a ministry? It could mean a ministry, but it could also be the job that you're doing. That is also really important to think about, because some people, I know people think that jobs are just a thing you do to get money, but actually often God has called people into the marketplace, and that is the calling on their life. So it's a thing that you're doing, the vehicle you're getting from one place to another, and it's the place where God's taking you from where you're at to the destiny or your destination that He has for you. So let's think about different context. Context with cars are really, really important. So if you're driving a car in your dream that you don't recognize, often it means it's something that God is wanting you to do. So I had a dream recently about, well, actually it was quite a few months ago, about driving Jesus was driving the car, and it was a red Ferrari, and I was in this car with him, but I was actually also the point of view character. And he was like driving the car, I was sitting in the car next to him, but I was also watching this happen. And he took off in the car, and it threw me back, so that I went like woohoo, and I was all excited but really nervous, because I was like, okay, well, but I knew Jesus wouldn't crash the car. Probably if I was driving it, I would. And so it's paying attention to that type of thing. I normally don't dream about sports cars. I'm not really that interested in things like cars or sports cars. John, on the other hand, is a bit of a petrol head, so he'll know everybody who comes to school by their car. When we used to go to school, he used to go, oh, I know that's that person dropping their child off, and I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, yeah, I know them all by their cars. So the type of car is really important. If you're in a convertible, it could speak about being in under an open heaven. If you're in an armored car, it could speak about God's protection. A Jeep or a Range Rover or a 4x4 often will speak about ministry or a calling in an off the beaten track or forging a new path kind of a ministry. If you think about a bakkie, I can say bakkie, but it's a pickup truck, because I'm South African, so we always used to say, oh look at that bakkie, which is actually just a pickup truck. So
I think in Australia it's a ute, isn't it?
I have no idea where actually it's a ute.
Yeah.
So I always call it a bakkie. Now it's a very common car in South Africa, so culturally it's really important. And that's the other thing to think about culturally, what a car means. I've had a few people send me their dreams about minibus taxis, and that culturally in South Africa is a very common theme. It's a very common car, and we'll be interpreting some of the dreams about there are two dreams we have about minibus taxis, and actually they're the same thing, but they have a different meaning, which is very interesting. So as with everything, there's always a caveat. If you dream about driving the car that you're in, so we have a BMW 3 Series. Oh dear, I'm not very good at cars. What kind of car do we have? 3 Series.
That's right.
And John recently dreamt about it. It was God saying, this is the thing I'm talking to you about, what you're doing right now. Then just to go over very quickly, a bicycle, obviously you're pedaling in a lot of your own strength, the bicycle, so it's self-propelled ministry, and it does take some effort. A motorcycle, it does have an engine, but it's obviously a ministry with one person, or maybe two, because I'm sure you can get two people on a motorcycle. But it can be very powerful, and it's quite maneuverable. But again, think about the different type of motorcycle. If you're looking at a Harley Davidson, it's a long distance motorcycle. If it's a scooter, because some people have dreamt about scooters, then you're probably thinking about something that's local and something you do in your community. So yeah, I think that's pretty much